Veterans in Politics Municipal Endorsement Interviews 2019. Up next, we have Henderson City Council Ward 2. Just for disclosures, we want to let you know we did invite every candidate to our forum, and those that show up, we want to thank you for showing up. Again, today is Saturday, February 16th. Again, we want to thank our sponsors, Fire Rock Steakhouse, Bar and Gaming, Real Water, Michael Broadway Real Estate. So I'm going to open it up to the candidate. Give your 2-minute introduction of yourself.
2 minutes. I didn't really need 2 minutes. My name is Ernest R. Caalim. I was in the military for 20 years, and I always wanted to be in politics. Unfortunately, when you're in the military, you can't hold an elected position. So I retired, and my wife was still in the military. We were overseas, and she got stationed here at Nellis Air Force Base. And the first chance I got, I'm running for Ward 2. Some of the things I see around Henderson, especially where we live, we're getting real congested. And a lot of my neighbors have been complaining a lot. They complain to me, I guess they feel that I have a take charge attitude and that I was going to stand up and try to do something. Yeah, sorry about that. And after I said all that, that was in time. Again, like I said, I'm just a take charge kind of guy, and a lot of my neighbors really thought it was up to me to stand up and do something about all the congestion and the growing that we have in our neighborhood.
Thank you so much. So I'm going to have the panelists ask, and you get 2 minutes to answer their question. All right?
Yes, sir.
Who's next? No, you're next.
Hello, Lena Ocasio. Our county commissioners a couple of years ago passed the resolution where taxpayer dollars were going to fund the Raiders Stadium, and they implemented a tax on the rooms, but it's still taxpayer dollars. So in Henderson, if there was a big project like that, would you use taxpayer dollars to fund a large project, or do you think private funds should be funded for that?
I do not think taxpayer funds should pay for that. And when we're talking about private funds, I just wouldn't want it to be any private funds. I just wouldn't want it to be somebody who told the Raiders, hey, I'll build this for you, and then let me get kickbacks and let me get special favors from the Raiders. I would really feel that the Raiders or any sports team that we would have to fund or build a headquarters in Henderson by the El Casino would have to be the ones to fund that themselves.
Troy Warren. So one of the big things that concern me I'm a native, is the whole sanctuary city thing going on. And we have that currently going on with our county sheriff. I don't know what's going on with the police department and how they handle it in Henderson. I haven't heard. What is your views on being a sanctuary city? Yes, no, and why?
Yes, that's a real hot issue. I personally believe in the law. If the law says you're allowed to be here, then you should be here. If the law says you shouldn't be here, you should be here. If you break the law, you go to trial, and if you're acquitted, then you're acquitted. If you're convicted, you go to jail. So I feel that just that. If you're allowed to be here, you should be here. And that's it. I'm just a real big believer in the law. That's just how I am.
Are you a supporter of more armed citizens or less?
What was your name, by the way, please?
Switzer, family court activist.
Please give my mic back to Frank. I guess I can answer the question better if I understand it better.
How would you feel if there was a higher increase of civilians with CCWs walking around in your area?
CCW. If you get past the CCW and get your certificate, I'm fine with that. If you have the proper training to carry a weapon, I'm fine with that. again, like I was saying to Troy, if it's the law, it's the law. If the law says that you pass the CCW training and you're allowed to carry a concealed weapon, then I'm fine with it. If they pass a law that says we're going to take more licenses away, then I'm fine with that too.
John Moore, former Nevada Assemblyman. Thank you for being here this morning. As a city council person in Henderson, what do you see as the most urgent need or issue going on currently in Henderson? And how would you attack or resolve that issue?
Thanks for having me. I am kind of looking into the future with that, with something that I don't think that other people have really seen yet. I believe that Henderson is being set up for crime. If you think of how Summerlin was for the longest time, everybody's like, oh, the Summerlin, it's way far out, we have no crime, it's a safe area, and now there's plenty of crime, houses being broken into. When you look at maps, almost everything's happening in Summerlin. Right now, we're building so much stuff in Henderson, and we're building expensive homes there, and with the Raiders headquarters being there, I have a feeling that we're going to get more and more Raiders there, and sooner or later, we're going to get more and more crime there because people are going to want to break into the expensive houses. And I really think that we need another police station closer to the M Casino. Right now, the closest police station, I believe, in our area is by Green Valley. And we need one closer towards the M Casino. Yeah. Thank you.
Good morning, Ernest. How are you doing?
Doing fine out there.
Yeah, first of all, thank you very much for your service.
You're welcome.
My name is Robert Medoff. I'm a retired criminal court psychologist. Sir, I was just wondering, can you identify your primary areas of concern for the city of Henderson? Specifically, you mentioned crime. What would you do about the crime? And also, just a second part to that question, our previous candidates indicated police problem, police issues, population, etc. Do you think that it possibly might be the judicial system? The judges are letting out the criminals quicker than the police are arresting them?
The first part, like I said, I believe that we need another police station closer to the casino, and then with that, we probably, or definitely would have to hire more police officers. As far as judges letting criminals out early, I haven't seen anything like that. I know that the people before me, were saying that our police officers, might need some training, maybe a little bit of use of power. I've run into cops, I've talked to plenty of police officers, and I don't see anything like that with innocent police officers. All the ones I've come across have all seemed genuinely nice people. And as I said before, I really don't see judges or any statistics on judges letting people out early for it.
Good morning, Christina Ortiz. As a representative of Henderson, what do you think that your impact will be, and where do you think that you will both do the greatest service?
Also, of course, the police thing that I talked about before, but also along St. Rose, I don't know how many of you live out there in Ward 2, but along St. Rose, we have a problem, a logistics or infrastructure problem. We have people who have to drive crazy, ridiculous lanes down the road to make a U-turn just to pull into their housing complexes. I really think that we need to do something with those roads, fix them. We may have to even put up more traffic lights along St. Rose, which I know probably isn't a popular idea, but some of the things like that need to be done to make it safe for people to turn into their homes instead of they are legal, but to make the U-turns that they have to make, because it's getting dangerous while they're making these U-turns. We have people making right turns, and I've seen plenty of near accidents.
Troy Warren. So I have some, I require some clarification on something that you said that kind of disturbed me. You said that when we were talking about the armed citizens and the CCW, where the law says you're a big follower of the law, and if the law says that, you know, we take them away, we take them away. Do you or do you not believe in the Constitution?
I do believe in the Constitution. Like I said, I go by the law. So right now, we can have weapons on our side. He was talking about CCWs. So if we pass a law that says, you know what, everybody just carry their weapon on their side, I'm fine with that too. I wasn't trying to take guns away. I
wanted clarification.
Okay. I wasn't trying to take guns away. I was just talking about the CCW. That's why I asked for clarification when you asked the question.
Okay.
Amazon was supposed to set up a 25,000 job facility in New York City, and the politicians ran Bezos off, basically. Would you support a company like Amazon building a 25,000 employee facility? And why or why not?
Straight answer, I would support it. The only problem is would Amazon want to come to us with our education problem? That is a problem here in Nevada, not just Henderson, it's a problem here in Nevada. With our education being ranked so low, it's hard for us to get businesses to bring headquarters here because the executives don't want to send their kids to our schools. But yes, I would fully support Amazon if they were to come here.
We have time for 2 more questions, so go ahead, guys.
Just in response to the Robert Medoff, in your response that you gave to the academic or educational problem, do you not feel, because of the casinos here, that in junior high and high school, actually an 18-year-old or a 20 university student can make good money at a casino without any education? We can pull somebody off the street and they can double their money as being a first-year teacher. First-year teacher makes what, $28,000 to $32,000, if I'm not mistaken. And at an average casino, you know, they make anywhere from $35,000 to $45,000 as a dealer. So I mean, that is part of the major focus of the academic problem here. You know, the teachers are underpaid and underappreciated. What do you feel that we can do to improve the education system?
What we do? What we do? Here we go. What can we do to improve the education system here? I think we'd have to raise teacher salaries, maybe build more schools so this way we can get a different teacher-to-student ratio. But I wanted to talk about getting high school kids to work in casinos. I currently am going to UNLV. I graduate this spring. Of course, as you can tell by my age, I'm not a traditional student. But I have other traditional students there with me, and I asked them the question, why are you guys going to school now? And they told me the same thing, where they graduated from high school, they felt they didn't need a college education, they started working at a casino, they were making good money, felt like they were making more money than their parents, they started living it up, and then once they turned around 40, all of a sudden they realized that they weren't going anywhere, and their friends went to UNLV, and now they get more money than them. So now they're going back to get their education so this way they can get promotions in a different job. Because yes, you can make good money right out of high school, but you're going to be stagnant as you get older in life without that education.
Question? No more questions over there?
Since you seem to be focused on education, how would you feel about a program that instead of just teaching English as a second language to students who don't speak English, maybe encompassing an entire program that teaches all students in Nevada, since we are a customer service driven state, not only Spanish, but also American Sign Language, their second most used languages in the world, to further educate our children so that companies would want to come here and hire our children.
I like your question. I don't think you're going to like my answer. I think that when it comes to education, yes, it'd be fine to teach different languages, Spanish and American Sign Language, but I think that the quality of the education is the part that's most important. Not just can you speak 3 or 4 different languages, but how good are you with communication? What is your vocabulary like? How well are your math skills? How well are your economic skills? How well do you know business? Those are the things that I think would be more important than just learning to the languages.
So that concludes our panel. So you have 2 minutes to tell people why you want people to vote for you.
As you said earlier before, I really do see how things are going in Henderson, and I think that we need new blood in Henderson. I also think that we need a visionary who sees what's happening, what's going on, and that we can't just say Henderson is the safest city in America and stay like that. We are growing too big, and we're going to have some problems coming up down the road. And if we don't have people in office who can see what is going on, we're going to get some bad problems. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. This is Veterans in Politics Municipal Endorsements Interview 2019 for the Henderson City Council Ward 2. Again, we want to appreciate all the candidates. We did invite all the candidates out here. So anyways, that concludes our interview. So thank you so much for being on here. We just want to thank our sponsors, Fire Rock Steakhouse Bar and Gaming, Real Water, and Michael Broadway Real Estate. Again, thank you so much for being here.